So I was going to do a main channel video of this, but I couldn't get it up to the standards that I wanted. So I'll upload something about the Roblox suing tomorrow, because it's 1 a.m. right now. And this will be a little off the cuff discussion about VShojo, Nux Taku, and all that, because I want to give my piece on this, because it's very frustrating. Generally speaking, in cybersecurity, the first line of defense is knowledge, because the attacks that go out to normal people aren't particularly sophisticated. They're not sophisticated. Generally, you can do a lot with a little. So this is a common thing. VShojo isn't new to this type of scam attack happening. It's phishing attacks. They're just looking to impersonate somebody to get personal information out of them, right? These happen all the time. Basically, execute sound judgment when you see these things. Vet an email, make sure that it is from an appropriate person. If they're saying there's someone and they are, do your due diligence. Maybe follow up on Twitter with somebody who says they are this person or something like that. Or just follow up with somebody. Check, double check, triple check. Don't hover your mouse over weird links, stuff like that. So Nux reported on an attack like that happening, right? That's what he reported on. My opinion of these things is that the public knowledge is a more powerful tool, right? And that if there is a hacker on the loose and law enforcement suggests that you do not say anything publicly, then don't. However, if that's not the case, you're probably fine, especially when it's the type of attacks that we're talking about here. People don't know how to notice phishing attacks unless you point it out to them. There's a whole genre of YouTubers who point out those attacks and do that. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. So here we are. Here it is. We have this huge post by Gunrun, which dictates that. And they handle it in like the business corporate way, and that annoys me a bit. The people at risk in this situation are not VShojo. VShojo's brand image could be ruined, but how they handled this definitely told me that I will not support these streamers, this company. I've already had a kind of bad taste in my mouth with management influencer companies. They kind of fall in the same kind of emotional range as a K-pop management company for me. So I don't trust them, right? With that being said, they open it by shutting down the harassment, and all that. And then they go into addressing claims and doing all of that. They're basically covering their asses. And the way they word things is that they don't want Nux to make a video on it. But they word it in a very roundabout way with these things, right? If they didn't want to make a video, they really should have said at this moment, or any of these moments, don't make a video. We think it'll do more harm than good. We would tell you not to do it, full stop. Don't beat around the bush, But this whole, the attention thing, the whole, they want attention, so don't make a video about it, has a total Streisand effect. Because more people are talking about it, because you didn't want Nux to talk about it. If somebody is impersonating VShojo, they should have made a statement saying, hey, somebody's impersonating us. Here's ways that you can tell that it's us, right? Just a very corporate way of showing that it's them, because companies have done it before. It happens all the time. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. People fake a company to try and steal people's information all the time. You could have done that. Why didn't you do that? That is such a simple thing to do, and instead you keep it quiet? Really weird, really dumb. I think these people, from the way I read it, reads a lot like they're throwing Nux under the bus. I don't know Nux, and he handled it very professionally. He didn't want to burn the bridges he had with the people in his life. And Nux, personal feelings, right? If you somehow happen to see this, I don't know if those are the kind of people you want to keep those bridges with personally. I've had people like that in my career. You know, I've been doing this since 2014. I've met shitty people. Some people, you know, really care about themselves and don't care about the dangers that are out there that can affect the viewers or aspiring young creators. And good representatives of a community look out for people that are looking to make it up in the world. They should, at least. And this is one of the things that they can do. I'm not saying give everybody a free shout out. I'm saying if somebody is impersonating Critical, it's important that Critical gets out there and says, not me, you know, because that happens. Same thing happens with Mr. Beast all the time. And it's important to signify that that's not Mr. Beast. I'm not doing that. That's not me. The biggest problem I have with this is how kind of entitled, and I don't like using the word a lot, but the VShojo talent come off as very privileged, right? Because yes, it might make the hacker feel, you know, there might be like, hey, I finally got my 10 seconds of fame, right? But you guys have all of the safety equipment in place to protect yourself. But little Miss Jenny creator over on her own, the independent, does not. VShojo has a cybersecurity team, not the independent creator, okay? Regardless of them looking to shut down this faker, they are looking out for their interest first. They're not looking out for everybody else, okay? Regardless of what they say. You make them money. They look out for you. That's who they care about. It's a real shame what happened to Nux. You know, I see this happen with some YouTubers that like build these personal relationships with people, and you know, going through the things I've gone through, especially in the last, like 2019 to 2021, you know, those friendships falling out, I feel that stuff on a personal level, so it makes me a little angry. You know, obviously I want to not, like, let that cloud my judgment, but I don't think it's a very hard opinion to say that you should be informing the public of how these attacks work so they can defend themselves against it. The links to the videos I leave down below are really great examples of this stuff happening. But I won't support VShojo streamers. I don't want to be enabling bad behavior like that. If it improves, maybe my stance will change. I've never met any of these people. I'm sure they're fine people. But, you know, those things, this is a thing that matters. It's important to me, you know, making sure that people are okay out there on the internet are important to me. So, you know, it's rough. And yeah, I won't be supporting stuff like that. And I'm repeating myself. With that said, subscribe to the second channel, subscribe to FPS Diesel, and follow me on Twitter for updates, because I often talk about drama like this when it happens. So with that said, take care.